Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We're in Alpha 13, we're in our little colony of Cougar's Hope. Get the game going here. Just had a little, shall we say a scuffle with, what was the name of that tribe? It's not the murderers, this one is the deadbeats of suffering, that's right. Need to get this turned off. Got a lot of repairs to make. Rox is out there getting some repairs done. A lot of cleaning to do. Otherwise, we're still under our toxic fallout. Had some discussions between episodes. Dwayne from our previous series and Klaus were both talking to me about infestations and how to deal with them. And you definitely want to save the Molotov cocktails. And if you can, one technique is to kind of blast it against, say, the wall, and it will make fire in a certain radius. So it lights this side on fire, even if you're standing on this side. Put the fire out real quickly on this side, this continues to burn, and it starts to heat up the air in this room. If the infestation was in here, you would eventually heat it up to several hundred degrees, and that would kind of kill them off, because these bugs are pretty potent. They will take you down. A lot of hit points. So, need to think about Molotov cocktails. We sold off a batch last time, because I wasn't about to let my colonists start lobbing Molotov cocktails back and forth within our base to try to defend us. But I hadn't thought about the bugs. So, next batch of those we find, we're going to hang on to. And then, I think it was Klaus that was suggesting the idea of training boomalopes. Go out and tame some boomalopes. And I don't know if anything is... No, that's right, there's nothing alive on our map right now. But train some boomalopes and then train them for release. And when you've got that problem, got some visitors coming, then release the boomalopes. Kind of like our original idea of a... Unforbid. Well, let's unforbid this one. Original idea of the, what was that? I forgot the name. The alpacas. It'll come to me later. We had a name for those alpacas. Anyway, so that we need to think about. Also, we do need to think about our long-term defense of our base. We haven't had a chance to because we've been stuck in the greenness here. Like you can see it. You can see it dropping. It is insidious. And as soon as we can get outside long term, because let's see, let's go to Nettie Health. She was at moderate, now she's back to initial or minor, and Rabbit is still at minor, and Michael was at minor. So they had both been outside a little too much. As little as we're doing outside, it was a little too much. So, what are we doing now? Are we building? No, we're picking up things. We're hauling. Okay, that's good. Get those things in. So, we do need to think about long-term defenses. Any question marks in here? There's no question marks. Let's see. Gear. So, there's no sense of a trader at all unless there is a question mark, right? Right, they're not carrying anything extra. Okay, so these are just visitors. But long term, we do need more turrets. And Eric was writing in and talked to me about that. We've got something different to remember in Alpha 13 than Alpha 12, in that we have to deal with a new commodity in this game called components. Right there, I've got 2. Thought there were more. Components over here. Grand total of 2. That's it. 1 turret takes 3 components. So we can't build as many turrets as I would like to. I'd love to have a dozen turrets out here, but it's just not an option anymore. And we need those same components to repair solar panels and batteries and what have you. So we definitely have to ration them. We have to look at this from a whole different approach now. So walls with traps. I wonder if traps require components. Let's see. Security, steel traps, just steel now. Okay, good. So that might be something we can think about. Getting a long winding pathway for the enemies to walk through and just go through trap after trap. So far we haven't found any enemies that we can't handle. Doesn't mean that we won't eventually. And we get a couple of mechanoids in here and we're going to have some trouble. But we can't, unfortunately, turret our way out of this right now. We can buy components. We can mine them. We've got one waiting there to go and get, and a couple more on the map. Yeah, we can buy them from traders. We bought everything that has come to us so far. That's been a major priority of mine, to buy every component that I see. And we can get components from... I have one over here? I did not. These guys are going to rot before we get to them. Tempted to let them, though. We've got a lot of meat. I think we're going to be fine meal-wise. This has got to lift soon. It said... Oh, I thought... Okay. Failed to recruit. 2% chance. I was just going to say, we've had this for... got to be at least a month so far, and that's about the limit that it gave, and I thought maybe that message was it saying that it just ended. But it didn't. Visitors, cargo pods, where are you at? Jump to location. So clear over here next to an alpha beaver. That is dying. What are you? You are muffalo wool. So we will unforbid that. And he's to be hunted, that's right. But he never entered our space to hunt. That's why I never went after him. Because somebody, was it Eric? Is set as a 1 for hunt. But only if they happen to walk into our indoor zone. Which has really stretched to a lot of outdoors right now. Let's clear some of that. Don't need to indoor into this area anymore. This is good to maintain. And we really need to get these dug. Would like to get this wall done too, but I think that may not be so wise to have them doing that. And it looks like we've pretty much lost most of the crops. So the trees I would like to get a hold of. Yeah, that's true. Okay. We do need to get some more wood. Wood is gone. Nothing there. Iron. That is kibble. Where's iron? Or steel. 1,400 iron or steel and no wood. Okay. What do we got going on over here? Need to get doors in here. We stopped cooling this room for now. Once the doors go in, which are wooden doors, so we need to give the orders to go and make the cuts. The chopping, I mean. It probably is important enough to get that done, so we can get the refrigeration going, so we can get all this moved up into here. This they had damaged. That's why I only have 2 components left. Somebody made the repair. I was going to stop and debate whether to repair that or somehow pause it or just shut it down, not repair it. And because we already have a system right here ready to go, it didn't require any repairs. But they took that decision away from me. It's already been done. So what else is happening in here? Everybody's up. Everyone's active. Klaus is hauling. That's what he's doing. Okay. Roke's hauling. Michael is cleaning dirt. Thank you. In fact, can you get that one next? Thank you. And Rabbit is cooking away. We are still just barely keeping up. Hopefully he won't get interrupted by anything now. He can just go meal after meal after meal and build us up an inventory of it. I did reset everybody clothing-wise. Only a 2% chance to get Lumi. She's gonna be social practice for us. That's what she's gonna be. Whoever is set to talk to her is going to get his talking skills up. But a sign, I found that soldier and worker do just fine as far... No, I take that back. I had planned to, then I didn't. Okay, so right now, Rokes and Klaus would do well with a... Let's see here, with a personal shield. And the worker selection allows it. Allows most everything except for tribal wear and power armor, so that works fine. Soldier gets rid of the personal shield. So no personal shield. It actually takes away a few other things. Well, it forces them to wear a helmet, but when there are no helmets, then they're not allowed to wear anything that we actually have. So I'm going to turn these on, including that one. And if we don't have the armor, then we'll go ahead and allow those too. So let's change this to Soldier Alt. And close. Alright, so you are going to be a soldier. So everyone's set for soldier, meaning they're going to... Everybody who has a pistol right now is really what it comes down to. Is they will equip things that will put them out there in harm's way. Hopefully with a... don't have one here. With a armor. Let's see, who? Oh, Rabbit's got one. Right there. Armor vest. That's what I want to say. Though it's not a very good one. But it'll give all of them armor vests and helmets if we find them. And the other two that are melee right now will give them the personal shields. And it'll automatically equip them. So right now, since I changed all the they're probably out here walking over and dropping off and picking up and trying to get themselves equipped to match what they're supposed to be wearing. He's going to grab a jacket. And he's going to grab a cowboy hat. That's interesting. He had a perfectly good... Oh, okay. He had a helmet, but the cowboy hat is much better as far as quality. Gear, yeah, 98%. Okay. I'd rather he had the helmet, but the 28% is going to make him constantly cranky that he's wearing worn out stuff. So that's fine. We will get more stuff. In fact, as these bodies are dumped, more stuff's going to come off of these guys. Okay. Anyway, one colonist is idle. Oh, no, that's not acceptable. Rokes, what is with you? Rokes has no construction to do, no repair to do, no mining to do. Huh? I bet you that's not in our zone right there, huh? That's why it hasn't been done all this time. Mining. Plant cutting. Everybody here should be capable of going out cutting a tree. There we go. That'll give them something to do. And then Roke, Smith, Taylor, Art, haul and clean. So there must not be any more cleaning? Where's Rokes? I want to test something. Rokes, can you... It will not let me. I did get Rokes, right? That's weird. Why can't I right-click that dirt? Maybe it's not dirt. Maybe that's... just a random smudge in the background? Huh. Otherwise, I'd say everything is pretty well clean, except right there. Oh, can't get into that either. Michael is a cleaner. He's capable of it, we'll put it that way. Where did he go? Michael, can you clean that? You cannot either. So that is background. That's not actual dirt. Okay. So in that case, Rokes, you are hauling buffalo leather. No more idle. And we should have folks out cutting these trees because they are, Michael is, yes. So they are within our reach. And then that'll get Nettie to putting the doors in. And I guess I could release them out to do this if there's nothing else to do. Let's check these other zones though. Right there, expand indoors. Let's go ahead and include these three now. And I guess we'll include that. And yep, this did get missed. So let's just take that down like so. And do we go into here or not? That's a lot of outdoor. Don't know. I think I'll wait for now. What I need is for this toxic fallout to end. Alright, so we've got... That's what I was going to show you. These ship parts. We've got a lot of them. There we are. These guys will give you a lot of components. If we can just get over there. So these all need to be done. I guess I could queue these up now. If I were to just double click on one, yeah. I could claim them and then deconstruct them. I know there's more somewhere. There's one down here. I'll hold off on the rest of them. Let's see how that batch goes first. Thought there was... I know we got the one over here. Is it just one? Yeah. And these guys are all rotten. The toxic fallout turns out that it accelerates the rot so that you lose them much faster. But once it converts to meat, it's not poison. I see we've already converted some. But it doesn't poison the meat. I'm guessing the meat simply doesn't have a way to designate that it is, in fact, poisoned. It has rot and not rot, and that's about it. So maybe a future build of the game will have a toxicity sort of a rating for the meat as well. But at the moment, it doesn't. Now, Brand is still having to walk a long way to dump things. Let's go ahead and give him a boost here of dumping stockpile. And we'll go ahead and do that just like we did over here. One more. Copy, paste. And that way he can dump right there for 5 of them, which should gain him... I was thinking that he would grab this and make blocks and then drop it in its space, and he would always be creating a space, but we're telling him only to use granite. So that actually is a problem. The granite is clear up here. Or clear up there? That's sandstone. In other words, they're not grabbing from anywhere near where he's working anymore. That's all gone. I see. Anyway, Nettie is out here. Actually, you know what? I would love to have you finish that, but if you're going to be outside, well, I'll let you finish it. But if you're going to be outside anyway, let's go and put in a couple of graves. So as soon as you're done there, yeah, let's not do any more walls. I really need to bury these bodies. No clicky. Alright, you go back to doing what you're doing. I got to figure out what I did wrong. Indoors, those are all indoors. Are these considered built? Grave Superior contains nothing. These are all built. We just got to get these guys hauled. Alright, so that... Well, who is that? That was Klaus. How are you doing, though? You've been outside a lot? You've not. Can you deal with this one? Cannot bury human corpse forbidden. Oh, you guys out of the forbidden into the forbidden zone? Is that what I'm? That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, indoor zone now includes right there. Unfortunately, and that's why we haven't buried these guys. Yeah, we need to unforbid all of the forbidden. There, plenty of pathways. Have a ball. So, Klaus sent me a picture of an area of one of his games that showed a bunch of exploratory mining tunnels and not big rooms, and yet an infestation still appeared. So it's not a size thing, it's really just an inside the mountain thing. So there really is no need to resist mining out a little more in here, because it's going to happen if it's going to happen. So may as well take advantage of that steel in there. Wood, right? Wood, yeah. Important. So if we had any wood, and I'm guessing everything that has been chopped has already been hauled. Okay, the doors have not been made yet. Michael is happy as can be to go mine that. Can you mine this instead? Forbidden. Oh. Alright, I'm going to have to really take a good look at everything that is not available. All the things that I have missed. Right there. Poor mood. Yeah, that explains me too. Rokes. What's up, Rokes? Playing horseshoes. That's good. I wish I'd play chess. Not going to get any more toxic buildup. Needs. My friend died, my father died. How long is that going to be with us? Another season and 6 days. Ouch. Feeling bad and sick. There's not much more we can do to help. We can add a little joy. That's going to help you a bit. And let's see. Not much more we can do to the beauty at the moment. Okay. Meals, we're still just floating at 1 extra meal. We were going to build these and get them going. That's right. Next we need to get this going. we need these doors. When these are done, we can start moving food over, get 2 people cooking, and hopefully get a little bit of a bonus on our meals soon. So the plan was to make this the new break room. Move the table right there into here so that the meals could be stored here and the rest of the food's kind of off in this direction. Do we maintain this as refrigeration for any reason? Or do we just make more bedrooms in here and use this as a cooler for the whole room, just like this one is? Don't have that answer yet. Okay, so as far as things for them to do, we have trees queued up, we have mining queued up, a little bit of it. Cleaning is pretty much taken care of. I don't want them constructing this yet. Once we get all of the stone blocks in, what are you? You are granite, okay. And, you know, at this point, how many granite blocks are we looking at? That's slate. 315. These are 5 each. We have enough. Let's switch you over to do anything. Do forever of all of them. Okay. Allow rotten. Whatever. So now we can exchange a block and then put the, a chunk and a block right in the same spot. That should work fine. He'll grab probably that one first, that one next, just due to the closest ones, and work in an arc like so. So that gives that job to do. We have other jobs queued up. What I'm debating is right now is, can I just kick the speed up and let them go for a while? Temperature in here is 48, 48, 48. Why is it 48 degrees? 37. 6th of fall. Ooh, it's cold. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, there's something to do. Temperature. We got to warm this place up. Don't have any wood, so I can't do a quick campfire to give us a fast boost. So heat. Where to? It'd be the same idea as the air conditioning. Put out in the common area, let it move through the vents into the rooms. That way you're not putting in a heater for every single one of these, which it doesn't tell me here. Does it tell me there? How many watts? Does not. Each one takes quite a few watts. We will suck this thing dry real fast. So we don't want 7 or 8 heaters, we want 2 if we can pull it off. We're going to need one over here, which means we can probably close this in, and when this turns on, start dumping heat into here. Yeah, in fact, let's do that as well. So, heater, and I may want to use this wall for something. Our cooling is here. I'm trying to think of what is logical. They may cut this corner. Alright, we'll go there. Poor mood. And we'll go there. There's 2 heaters. Get those built. Poor mood is Rokes. He was up here. Yeah, he didn't like being in that dark and in that cramped space. So he'll probably pop out of poor mood here real quick. He's hauling. Afterward, oh, he's building a heater. He got the command to go build something. He's happy as can be. Oh, he's going for components. Okay. Components 2 are there. We've made 2 components, so we still have 2 more. No, we have 1 more. Okay, so 1 component. This requires only 1 component. Oh, good. Okay. So that's the end of the components. We needed them to heat up our place. So toxic fallout when you end, and I can make it end faster by speeding the game up. There is that, but still it's going to be the same equivalent of time for them, whether it's faster for us or not. Still, we're going to have to wait until this green goes away before we're going to trek across the whole map and Now I'm debating that decision right now. What if we had them take out just one? Somebody who doesn't have a lot of build-up. Who would that be right now? So let's look at Nettie, who's bringing another component in. Right here. We got to rebuild this one. And there's a couple of components waiting. Let's give that order too. So security, improvised, drop that in there. There is a personal shield of only 23%. Okay. So they're still hauling. They're just now getting to this outer edge of hauling. Okay. And we're going to fill these up real fast with all of these old bodies. But hopefully there's enough components sitting on the ground and with what Nettie just brought in. Strange how it always seems to land in the same spot. I don't know why that is. That's just the component spot. But, okay. So I guess what I was getting at is there somebody that we want to send out there? Playing horseshoes, health, initial. Who does not have initial? Alright, Eric is a possibility. And he had a good running speed too. Well, good enough. 4-3. And he's the only one without toxic buildup because he's been in here researching. Okay. So let's send Eric if he can. He may not have the skill. No. Well, it's forbidden. Now, okay, here's a question. Do I need to create a pathway to that, or can I just say this area is not forbidden? Will they walk to that? Where'd Eric go? Right there. Can you? Reserved by Nettie. No. Nettie. Nettie. There you are. Stop. Eric. There we go. You can do that. Nettie, go about your way. You're going to go make a duster. Nice. Let's get some nice new clothing. Everybody can start swapping out their stuff. Alright, I want to watch Eric, because I want to make sure he hauls back the components. For that matter, maybe we'll go ahead and... Though I got to do this strategically. If I allow this area, Nettie's going to just immediately start walking this way again. So I'll wait till he gets here, then see how much buildup he has going on. Let's be sure to queue this up for when they are available. More components right there. Alright, so there's Eric. Let's speed him up a little bit. And that was Lumi. Poor Mood is Rogues. So kick this up to middle speed. See how long this takes. What was that? Callers are gathering to celebrate Nettie and Brand's marriage? Stop. Eric, quickly grab 8 components. Oh, cool. Alright. We finally have a marriage. Oh, we have a marriage. Now, if I were to move this spot right now, would that mess everything up? I should have put that indoors somewhere. I don't know. They don't seem to be all heading down to that spot for marriage. Okay, let's try something. Zone? Production. Zone. Joy. Alright, where was that? Miscellaneous. There it is. Marriage spot. If I were to choose right there instead. And then, can we cancel? Can we deconstruct? There we go. Let's see if that didn't just ruin everything. I think under the circumstances, this would be a much better place for a marriage. So, poor Mood is Rox and Klaus. Klaus has been hauling for a long time now. He's still only got initial. Not too bad. Otherwise, needs... Mood is right there. Observe rotting corpses. These guys are burying the corpses. That's what's going on. Okay. So, how are we doing on that? We still have at least one more. Klaus, you're doing what right now? You're wandering. That's good. Let's get your joy up a bit. Though it's not doing any good. Or are we heading to the marriage spot? Don't know, but let's kick our speed up a little bit and see. Is this it right here? That's it right there. Here's the ceremony. No sound. Let's do this. That's not helping any. Okay. They're celebrating the occasion. All right. Well, let's preemptively assign the new bedroom. Turn on the light. And I guess move in a wedding gift of a rather ugly sculpture. There we go. That was the shoddy one. We'll make better ones in time. Otherwise, we're having a lot of good social stuff over here. Michael is there. Rabbit's there. Roke's, Klaus. Remy's on his way in. Is anybody else not present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are we missing? That was interesting. Klaus sped up, ran through there. No, we got everybody. Here's 4 and 3. Okay. All right. Take the speed up a little bit. We're not going to get any work done for a while. Well, that is interesting. What causes them to do that? And the two eyeballs looking at each other. The ceremony is finished. I want to check out something here. Had a deep talk with. That was the two eyeballs. And nice chats. Kind of roll through the list here. So Michael had a nice, good chat with Rabbit. Hey, Michael's got some green here now. Good. That's good to see. In fact, looks like everybody's, for the most part, getting along. Except Eric is having some trouble with Rokes and Michael. Okay. And let's see here. Next, Rokes is having a lot more trouble with Eric and Rabbit. And neutral with Klaus. And still has remnants of Smelly, his dad, who's now dead. Klaus getting along with Eric and most everybody. Yep, this is interesting stuff. Okay, so we are back. And Michael is flipping a switch. Lights coming on. I guess we never turned this one on, did we? Who is... Oh, Bran was in here. Now he's not. We don't need to turn this on now. Okay. Where's the other one? That's this one now that is no longer being used. So we can turn that one off. Heaters got turned on. We're now 69 degrees indoors. We're 62 outdoors. Including the prison is 68. Failed to recruit. Out getting our work done. So I'll bet you that did great things for their moods, huh? Klaus was one mood. That's gone way up. Good. How's Rokes looking? Rokes is sleeping. Mood is forecasted to get out to here. Considered an ugly environment now or in the past? Unpleasant to be in. So beauty, got a 1. It's better than we've seen in most. 1.6 over here, which was on purpose. We needed the hospital to be as friendly as possible. 0.7, he's got one of the best rooms, with the exception of Rabbit. Though this room is better. Okay, let's do this. Let's take our best rooms while we can. So light on. And this is now going to be Roke's room. Right there, assign. Turn this light off. But Roke says, heck with it, I'm going to go to work. He is hauling steel slag. Yeah, we blew up our turret over here and blew steel slag around. Eventually we'll melt the steel slag back into steel again. But as far as enemy bodies, I think we are finally cleaned up. Still have some enemy supplies sitting around. Is this one grabbed? Yeah, got a good grip there. Okay. Alright, so with that, how are we doing? I suppose I can give them the order to mine this out too. Chunk of spaceship has crashed nearby. Yes, but always so far away. But that was a good amount of components there. You know what? Let's just tell them to go ahead and grab these right here. Though I do need to be here to tell them to bring it home. Because they will do the job and walk away, and then it'll become a hauling job, and then they'll haul based on what is closest. It'll be forever before they get back to here again. So I would imagine Nettie will get the order to head out there. Eric, let me send you preemptively out to one. You've probably got the best health right now. Lost it. There you are. Why don't you come and do this one? And let's see, who else has decent health at the moment? A lot of people. Let's see, who was that one? So Nettie, we do not want to take the job. So in that case, let's just preemptively send out Michael, who is not sleeping. Oh, I'm paused. Michael, where are you? There you are. So Michael, let's have you come out and grab this one so that Nettie doesn't have to. She's already getting sick. And Brand, you're resting. It is 2300, but tell you what, just come and, well, no, this is your wedding night, so no, don't go and do that trip. We'll take you off of duty here. Who else can go and do that? Rokes is already in bed. No, we'll call that one good. Okay, we'll have Eric do 2 of them since he's got the least toxic buildup. Okay. And there goes the new married couple off to their honeymoon suite. And we will grant them some privacy, folks. This is not that kind of channel. And we'll just see what's going on over here. In fact, I can probably speed this up a little bit. So Eric, when you're done, you're going to do this one. Hey, hi. Nope. There you go. Now, I think they can only carry 10 at a time, if I recall. At least that's a stack, or a size of a stack. So let's have you grab all that you can. There. Oh, you got them both. Good. Eric, grab this one. And we are set on components for a while. All right. So with that, where do we want to start? I'm thinking 2 guns out over here for a start. Question, though, is how we're going to power it. In fact, I'm going to get the speed turned back down again. Now that we finally have the ability to do something, I'd hate for a raid to start up and we didn't get a chance to even do it. So, power. Alright, so we've got a switch that runs this group. We're not going to switch anything out in here that I know of. So we could at any point drop another switch, run another leg of power out and through. But if I run it through here, they're going to click to each other. It won't give me a separate line. And I can't see any other way out. Okay, I can do it this way. We can run out like so. And what? Do something like that? That might function. Gotta think about this. If we're going to be lined up behind this shooting outward, we don't want the turrets shooting through us, and we don't want this going boom and taking us out. So it would make sense that the turret is a little bit further away, I'm guessing. And preferably not where it's going to blow all of our crops up. So if we had one over here, probably a fairly safe place. Though I'm also thinking about where the walls are going to go. I can see leaving this garden outside. Ah, the toxic fallout is over. Whew. Finally, something besides the wedding to celebrate. Okay. So, if we were to eventually run a wall, where would it be? This may have been a decent place right here. And off of this wall? Something like that. Protect the gardens. Don't know. I'm not sure. But I want to sit back and think that through. Because whatever we do, the turret placement is going to be important there. What if we put a turret like rare thrumbos? Okay. I'm going to cancel this for now before they build it. They build that already? Oh, fast little guys. Okay. Alright, let's come back to this. This right here is real interesting. A small herd of thrumbos have wandered into the area. Peaceful by nature, these rare creatures are extremely dangerous when confronted. Some traders are willing to pay a lot of money for their precious leather and horn. Thrumbos will leave the area in a few days. Now, for starters, they can't get to the thrumbos until... we'll jump to location. Until we turn off... Just one, right? Yeah. Until we turn off their restrictions. So everybody is unrestricted. Animals, unrestricted. Okay, now we can get out here and replant. Though we are the 7th of fall, this may be a waste of time. Let's not replant out here. Let's just replant over here in hopes that maybe some of this might work. I think this is a loss here, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, so one more time, everybody's green. No, we missed one. Okay, we'll replant these. We're going to just give up on this till next spring. Okay. And hunting the thrumbo is dangerous. It will charge an attack like a predator. And speaking of predators, we do want to be watching our map to see if a new cougar comes back. But you can do a tactic. Let's see, what is his running speed? 522. That's going to be tough. Wow, you can see their diet, the amount of leather you're going to get, the life expectancy, the market value of the horn, I believe it is. Gigantic creature of unknown origin. The thrumbo is gentle by nature but extremely dangerous. It has His long fur is exceptionally beautiful and valuable. Razor-sharp horn is very valuable in most markets. Legends say that an old thrumbo is the wisest creature in the universe. It simply chooses not to speak. You know what I'm going to do? Rather than just randomly starting to throw turrets and walls around, I'm going to stop and think this through. And next time, we'll jump back in and implement a new security plan around here. It seems like we should incorporate this wall, since it's already built, as part of our exterior wall. I'm picturing something like that, but exactly where do the turrets go? I don't know. And do we really want to try to leapfrog from here to there to there? Or is that just a waste of resources? Should we cut this thing in nice and compact back in here? Don't know. And I don't want to commit a whole bunch of building supplies to a plan that's going to have to be altered and repaired later. So with that, I think we want to call this one done. This has been Noble Rambler. I thank you guys for watching. If you'd hit the like and subscribe down there, I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time, folks. Bye-bye.